Good afternoon. Pete here from A Bit Twisted. Alright, so we're gonna get this thread, the yarn that I made yesterday, off this wheel real quick. Just want to show you this wonderful, beautiful wheel in action. Little Saxony style wheel. It is a more modern wheel, and it is unfortunate, but there is no maker mark on this wheel. So we're out of luck knowing who actually made this thing. But they did a really nice job, and it's really fine, literally a fine piece of furniture. Suitable to be used just as a piece of furniture in the house, if that's what you choose. And so I picked this wheel up. It had a few little issues that needed to be resolved. One of the things that needed resolved was the bobbin was rubbing up against the whorl, but that was because the whole flyer was loose on the orifice shaft. So I was able to get that put back together and put where it needs to be. So now the bobbin basically, with no real tension, just spins nice, and the flyer spins well too, without any drag. And can't be sure exactly what the wood is, but it is it's really nice. It's got a two-tone piece right in the middle that was put in, and the other issue was the bushings for the flyer. The front bushing, or both the bushings were originally wood. This particular one had the front one that was broken, and I had to drill it out, and I made a leather piece that matched the shape of the original, and so it didn't take away anything from the originality of the wheel. The back one is still, unfortunately, it's still wood. I don't recommend wood because if you knock it, it can break. That one is not broken. It's still usable, so it's being used at the moment. I did oil things, and also the shaft that runs through the wheel was a little bit loose, and so I was able to figure out how they locked the wheel and the axle together, and once I was able to do that, I figured out how to get it nice and tight, so we're not having that issue anymore. So right now the wheel is basically ready to rock and roll. And so I just want to show you what this wheel can do. And the footment, or the treadle, I just got it re-oiled up, so that's all good. And so we're gonna take a little bit of rolag here that I made up earlier, and just do a little bit of spinning with it, just to show you that it does work. And I can do some long drawing with it. I do tend to have my tension fairly loose, just enough to uptake the yarn when I let it uptake, and I can also pull back while I'm spinning without breaking my thin yarn. And so that's fairly easy. This particular fiber is a little difficult. Most of the other stuff isn't overly difficult. Just takes a little bit more concentration to get a nice, smooth, even consistency. I do spin thin personally, as you can see. And then we'll just take this and we'll spin that up, and that's what my threads or my yarn's going to look like when it's done. And I'll move this to the next hook and just keep going. So this particular wheel is not an overly large wheel, but the way it's designed, it's kind of a fast wheel, almost to the point of like production type little wheel. This wheel does do flax really well if you're into spinning flax. It does wool really well if you're into doing that. I don't do any artificial fibers. I only do natural fibers here, and so I already have a few wheels, so I don't need all these wheels. And I'm gonna let this one go. And anybody who's got a place that they'd like to put it, even if you're not using it to spin with, it's a really nice piece of furniture for the house. A good conversation piece. It is a fully functional wheel, as you can see. It was built as a fully functioning wheel, but also a fine piece of furniture. And either way, you can spin with it. You can just let it sit in the room, let it look pretty, and if you feel the urge to spin, you can pull it out and make some yarn for your next Christmas project or whatever. And so just wanted to give you a quick look at the spinning wheel here. And I'm going to get the camera, and we're going to put it at a little different angle here so you can see from a different angle. And I think we'll go with that. So stops nice. Check my yarn again, still about the same. So let me check this out here. We'll move the camera. So hang on a second. Okay. So here at this angle, you can see the two-tone wood that they used for the table on this wheel. The wheel is just absolutely gorgeous for a spinning wheel. I've not seen one quite so nice. And so basically it's going to be the best offer. So it's just going to be a silent type. You give me an offer, and we're going to go with the highest offer for sale. It is going to be local, so unfortunately the cost of shipping is extremely high. So we don't want to do any shipping with this particular wheel. I would hate to have it broken in shipping. So we'll make a little bit thicker yarn here, and we'll kind of, make a slightly thicker yarn here. See what that's going to look like. So nice yarn. So that's what we have, and it is a complete wheel ready to go. This is also some yarn that I made yesterday on the wheel. Made that and that piece, and so just to show you that it does work. And so I hope you like the wheel. Hope you're interested in the wheel, and it is for sale, and it will be up on Facebook Marketplace. And we'll thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you all later.